So this is Dr. T.V. Rao, Professor and Principal, DBS Institute of Technology, Kavale. So today I am going to explain radial heat conduction through a cylinder. Okay. So last class we have discussed how there is a heat transfer, heat conduction through a plain wall or a composite wall. Similar to that, there is a cylindrical element and there will be a spherical element. A cylinder. Now today we are going to discuss how there is a radial heat conduction through a cylinder. So cylinder means, so there will be a radius. So a hollow cylinder means there will be some inside radius, there will be some outside radius. It will have some length. Okay. So cylinder means, let's take. So we'll take. So this is in a cylindrical shape. Okay. So it will have some inside radius, there will be some outside radius. Okay. And there is some length. Okay. So there is a length of the cylinder, there will be a radius, there will be inside radius and there will be outside radius. This is called cylindrical element. So in this cylindrical element, there is a heat transfer. How there is heat transfer? In a radial direction. Heat is transferred in a radial direction. So here heat will be, so heat source is inside the cylinder. So then how heat is transferred? Heat is transferred in radial direction. That's why now we are going to find out what is the radial heat conduction through this cylinder. Okay. So this is a cylindrical element. This is a cylindrical element. So this cylinder had some internal radius of R1 and external radius of R2. Okay. A cylinder had an internal radius of R1 and there is external radius of R2, and where L is the length of the cylinder. Where L is the length of the cylinder. So in this cylinder there is a hot fluid is flowing inside the cylinder, inside the pipe. So the cylinder seems to be a pipe. Okay. So hot fluid is flowing through the pipe. The inside temperature is T1, outside temperature is T2. Where T1 is greater than T2. Where T1 is greater than T2. Okay. So here there is a heat transfer. How there is a heat transfer? Heat is transferred in radial direction. Heat అనేది radial direction లో ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ అవుతుంది. సో రేడియల్ డైరెక్షన్ అంటే ఏంటి? So in the direction of radius, radius direction లో heat transfer అయితే, that is we can take it as radial heat transfer. Okay. And so this heat transfer we have to find out. Radial heat transfer we have to find out. Again, so whether it is a plain wall, whether it is a cylinder, whether it is a sphere, you want to find out the heat transfer. Generally we use Fourier's heat conduction equation. Generally we use Fourier's heat conduction equation. What is Fourier's heat conduction equation? Where Q equal to minus Ka into dt by dx. So since here there is a radial heat transfer, instead of dt by dx we use dt by dr. At the same time, the same heat transfer with the help of electrical analogy also we can write. Electrical analogy means, so in terms of thermal resistances. Okay. So thermal resistance means inside there is a hot fluid. Hot fluid added thermal resistance of 1 by H1 2 pi R1L. And so there is a cylindrical element where radius is R2 by R1. So for this the thermal resistance is log R2 by R1 by 2 pi KL. Similarly outside there is again cold fluid. This will be the thermal resistance. Like this also we can represent this cylindrical element in the form of electrical analogy. So to derive the heat transfer equation through a cylindrical element. So generally we have a differential equation where dou square T by dou R square plus 1 by R into dou T by dou R plus 1 by R square into dou square T by dou phi, like this. There will be some lengthy differential equation is there. So here what we are doing, one dimensional steady state heat transfer we are doing. Since it is one dimensional steady state heat transfer, heat is transferred only in one direction. What is the direction? Only radial direction. In other directions, if you assume that there is no heat transfer, then the differential equation will be simplified like this: 1 by R into dou by dou R of integral Kr into dt by dr equal to 0. Okay, so you want to solve this equation. You want to solve this equation means we have to integrate and we have to apply the boundary conditions. So what are the boundary condition? Where R equal to Ri, T equal to Ti, where R equal to Ro, T equal to To. Like this, there will be two boundary conditions. If you apply the two boundary conditions, so we'll get there will be a temperature distribution equation. So what is the temperature distribution equation? So this will be the temperature distribution equation we'll get if you integrate the differential equation. So using this temperature distribution equation, Tr equal to T1 minus T2 by log R1 by R2 log R by R1 by R2 plus Ts2. Using this equation, we can find the temperature at any point across the cylinder. Okay, so this equation is called temperature distribution equation. Similarly, and so you want to find out the heat transfer, that is Qr equal to minus Ka into dou T by dou R, where A equal to area of the cylinder, that is 2 pi RL, where A is 2 pi RL, okay, and dou T by dou R. Okay, so this, so what is dou T by dou R? That if you substitute, we'll get the heat transfer equation 2 pi KL into T1 minus T2 by log R2 by R1. So this is the equation generally we use for cylindrical elements. Using this equation, we can find out what is the amount of heat transfer in a cylinder. Using this equation, we will find out the amount of heat transfer in a cylindrical element, that is 2 pi KL into Ts1 minus Ts2 by log R2 by R1. Okay. And similarly, so this again you want to convert into thermal resistance. What is the equation of thermal resistance? Here Qr equal to delta T by R, where R is thermal resistance. So that if you compare the thermal resistance for a cylindrical element is log R2 by R1 by 2 pi Lk. So this is the thermal resistance of the cylindrical element. Okay. So like this, in a simple cylinder, we can calculate the radial heat conduction. In a simple cylinder, we can calculate radial heat conduction. Okay. So this equation is very important. Okay. This is the when cylinder means this will be the equation. We can find out heat transfer. And sometimes similar to the composite wall, there will be a composite cylinder. Composite cylinder means there will be more than one cylindrical layer. If there is more than one cylindrical layer, there will be, we can call it a composite cylinder. So here, how many layers are there? So A, B, C, there are 3 layers. There are 3 layers where internal radius is R1 and outer radius of A, the first cylinder is R2, outer layer of the second cylinder is R3, outer layer of the third cylinder will be R4. Okay, so like this, since there are it's a composite cylinder, there will be internal, there will be 3 thermal resistances. 3 thermal resistances. The total thermal resistances we can find out. The total thermal resistance equal to R total. What is R total? R total is nothing but this is denominator 1 is the total thermal resistance. So you want to find out the heat transfer in a composite cylinder. Composite cylinder heat transfer can calculate with the help of electrical energy delta T by R. Delta T by R. What is delta T? T infinity 1 minus T infinity T1 minus T2 divided by R. R means R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4 plus R5. So like this, we can find out the heat transfer in a composite cylinder. Again, the same composite cylinder we can represent in some other way also, that is UA into T infinity 1 minus T infinity 2, where U is overall heat transfer coefficient. So this overall heat transfer coefficient we can find out 1 by RA. Okay, using this equation, we can find out the overall heat transfer coefficient. Always UA is constant, but U is not constant, only UA is constant. Okay. In radial system, Q is constant, while the flux is not constant. So like this, we can find out the heat transfer in a cylindrical element, radial heat transfer in a cylindrical element. At the same time, we can find out the radial heat transfer in a composite cylinders also. Okay. So similar to that, instead of cylinder, if we take a sphere, if we take a sphere, we can find out the heat transfer in a spherical element also. Sphere means, so here also there is a hollow sphere where internal radius is R1 and outer radius is R2. If we take a small element, okay, so if we differentiate already spherical element, there will be a differential equation. So here also heat transfer is only in one direction. In other directions, if there is no heat transfer, this will be the simplified differential equation, 1 by R square into d by R of KR square into dt by dr equal to 0. Okay, and so here also you want to calculate heat conduction means, so we have to use Fourier's equation. Fourier's equation means Q equal to minus Ka into dt by dx. Here we have to use minus Ka into dt by dr, where Ka is, what is the area of the cylinder? Pi r square, 4 pi r square. Okay, so therefore the heat transfer in a cylindrical element equal to minus Ka into K into 4 pi r square into dt by dr. Okay, and this will be the temperature distribution equation for a spherical element. Okay, so like this, we can find out the heat transfer, whether it is a plane wall or cylinder or sphere. Where in any element you want to find out heat transfer by conduction means we must use Fourier's conduction equation. What is Fourier's conduction equation? Q equal to minus Ka into dt by dx. If it is a radial direction, we have to use, instead of dt by dx, we have to use dt by dr. Okay. So with this, today I'll stop.